What if getting a large settlement in your accident case was as simple as asking the insurance adjuster just 5 key questions? And what if their answers could quickly lead to you getting your car fixed, covering all your medical bills, and receiving a sizable sum for your pain and suffering? In this video, I'm going to reveal 5 breakthrough questions to ask that may skyrocket your settlement. But first, let me quickly explain why you need to ask insurance adjusters these questions. When you make a claim with an insurance company, they'll assign a claims adjuster to your case. Insurance adjusters are also called claims representatives and claim handlers, but they all do the same thing. They decide if they should pay you for your claim and how much they should pay. One of the first things that happens in your claim is that the insurance company will ask you many questions. They'll either do this over the phone or in an email or both. Their goal is simple. First, they want to find out the facts about what happened and what you want to get paid for. Second, they want to lock you into a position so that you can't later change your story. Or if you do, you'll lose all credibility, which is the last thing that you want. But I found that most accident victims don't realize that they can and should be asking the insurance adjuster questions too. It's time to flip that script on them. There are 2 reasons you should be asking the insurance adjuster the 5 questions that I'm about to expose. First, you want to learn as much as you can about what the adjuster knows. Your case is all about data or facts. And the more that you can learn from the claims rep, the better odds you'll have at getting paid big. We'll get deep into this in just a moment. The second reason that you should be asking the adjuster these 5 questions is it's going to help you realize something very important, that the claims adjuster is not on your side, no matter how nice they are. This is true even if you're dealing with your own car insurance company where they're supposed to act in good faith to you. A quick search of court records will show you many cases where the insurance companies acted in bad faith. That's right. Juries have found that even the biggest insurance companies, Progressive, State Farm, Geico, and many others have all acted in bad faith. And if you're dealing with another driver's insurance company, they don't owe you a duty to act in good faith. Their duty is to their insured, not you. To understand why insurance companies aren't on your side, let's quickly look at how they operate. When someone buys an insurance policy, they make a payment, which is called a premium. The insurance company then invests this premium and earns interest on it. Insurance companies then pay out claims. The less they pay out in claims, the more profit they make. And insurance companies love to make profit. You may be thinking, why would an adjuster even answer the 5 questions that I'm going to reveal? Sometimes they'll answer these questions because they want to gain your trust. Some adjusters take their job more personally than others. I've literally had adjusters refuse to tell me how long they've worked at a particular insurance company. They said to me, "Why does it matter?" But since it only takes about 5 seconds to ask each question, there's no risk in asking them. Many of the answers that I've gotten from adjusters to these questions have led to sizable settlement. However, some adjusters will only answer a few of these questions that I'm going to reveal, and some might not answer any. But even if they only answer 1 question or don't answer any, it will still help you learn more about them. And that's great for your case. Now let's get on to the first question that claims adjusters don't want you to ask, since it can add major value to your case. This question is actually one that claims adjusters will ask you. And since they're going to ask you for it, you can ask it to them too. After all, the insurance company should not get special treatment in your case. In fact, they'll usually include this question in their first email or letter that they'll send to you. After your accident, the other driver or company's claim adjuster will take their insured statement. They'll usually record it. The question you should ask the adjuster is, can I have a copy of your insured's recorded statement? If the adjuster won't give it to you, ask yourself the following. Does their insurance company have my best interest in mind? The answer is always no. Their goal is to protect their insured from claims you're making against them. Their goal is not to protect you. Every so often, I've had the other insurance company give me a copy of their insured's recorded statement. Which brings us to the second question that may massively increase your settlement. If you have a serious injury, you're likely going to need more medical treatment in the future. The best proof of this is in your medical records where the doctor describes your future medical treatment. If your doctor says that you'll need more medical treatment in the future, do you think that the claims adjuster will automatically pay you for it? If you said yes, you are wrong. Many insurance adjusters think that you're faking your injury and that once your case settles, you won't get more medical treatment. This is especially true in cases where you're claiming pain in your back, neck, shoulder, or knee. In fact, I know one insurance company lawyer who says everyone has back pain. He's always suspicious when he hears that someone is claiming that an accident caused their back pain. Here's an easy claim trick that you can use. Look at your medical records and see how the doctor describes your future medical treatment. Some doctors won't say that you need more medical care in the future for your injury. They may not mention this because it takes extra time for them to say it. If your doctor talks about your future medical treatment, look at your records to see how strong their opinion is. To understand what a weak opinion looks like, let's talk about Martians for a second. Yes, Martians. If I told you that Martians may land on Earth, would you be nervous? Probably not. Part of the reason why you wouldn't be scared is because I'm saying that Martians may land on Earth. When I use the word may, it means that it could happen or maybe it won't. Now, if your doctor says that you may need future medical treatment, do you think that that's a strong prediction? Nope. And since it's weak, it's not good for your case. A better statement is if your doctor says that more likely than not, you'll need future medical treatment. So when you or your lawyer are negotiating your settlement, ask the adjuster, how much of your settlement offer is for my future medical treatment? This next question is one that insurance adjusters often don't like to answer. To understand it, let's quickly talk about how to value personal injury cases. The first step to calculate your case value is to add up your medical bills, lost wages, and pain and suffering. If someone else caused your accident, you are entitled to the medical bills that you've already had and future medical bills. Let's say that you have medical bills of $10,000. Did you know that the at-fault person's insurance company won't automatically pay you for medical bills for treatment that you've already had? Instead, they'll calculate how much they think is reasonable. They use computer programs to do this. They may say that only $5,000 of the $10,000 of your medical bills is reasonable. They're much more likely to fight the reasonableness of your medical bills if you don't have health insurance. This is just one of the many ways that insurance companies fight claims. So the third question that adjusters don't want you to ask is, how much of my medical bills are you paying me for? The fourth question that insurance adjusters don't want you to ask is a powerhouse. After you've organized all of your medical bills and records and any other evidence, you're ready to try to settle your case. Sometimes the claim adjuster will tell you that they need something that you didn't even think of. In fact, this is because the overwhelming majority of people with claims don't give the adjusters everything that they need. I say this because after speaking with thousands of injured accident victims over 20 years, I've learned the following. Most people with claims are clueless as to how to get the largest possible settlement. Just remember that the claims adjuster isn't going to build up your case for you. They want to fight to pay as little as possible. And if the claims adjuster tells you that they need stuff, don't assume that this is everything that they need to make you a big offer. They are often asking you for the bare minimum. So once the adjuster makes you an offer, ask the adjuster the following. What other information can I get you that will help you make a fair offer? The fifth question that I'm going to expose is a game changer because it's going to quickly tell you what the insurance company thinks about your case. There's two reasons that people don't ask the question that I'm going to reveal in just a few seconds. First, they're afraid of getting bad news. It's like when you're single and talking to someone you're attracted to. You might be afraid to ask if they're dating anyone. If they say they're dating someone, it means they're not available and it crushes your hope. So instead, you avoid asking to keep the hope alive. I know because I used to have that fear. But whether we're talking about dating or insurance claims, you or your lawyer should go ahead and ask. You're accepting liability for the accident, correct? Basically, you're asking the adjuster if their insured was at fault. This is important because if their insured is at fault, then they owe you for your medical bills, money that you lose if you can't work because of your injury, and pain and suffering. With regards to whether they're accepting liability, the adjuster will give you one of three answers. They'll either say, yes, we accept liability, no, we're denying liability, or we're still investigating. If the adjuster says, yes, we're accepting liability, that's great. But as you'll see in just a moment, it doesn't mean you're going to get paid. If the adjuster says, no, we're not accepting liability, ask them, why aren't you accepting liability? Now just sit back and listen. Don't speak. Take notes and keep them so you won't lose them. Now, just because the adjuster tells you that they're denying liability, it doesn't mean that they're right. Take, for example, my client who slipped and fell on what he claimed was a dirty substance at a supermarket in Miami, Florida. He injured his leg, but the supermarket still denied liability. They were hoping we'd drop our claim because a huge amount of accident victims make this mistake. I said, no way, we're not giving up. We sued, and after a hard fight and shortly before trial, we settled for a whopping $300,000. If the adjuster tells you that they're still investigating liability, ask them, what are you waiting for to accept liability? Listen and take notes. Maybe they'll tell you they need to speak with a witness. It's your job to speak with the witness first. Insurance companies take their time investigating claims. Part of the reason for this is because many adjusters have over 200 claims at any one time. In other words, they're super busy. That's one of the reasons when you call them, they often don't answer the phone. I know it's annoying. It's also why they usually won't recognize your name when you call. Asking these 5 questions will massively increase your chance of getting the big money that you're after. But without using another simple trick that often gets big payouts, the insurance company will often take complete advantage of you. I reveal what that proven tactic is in the video that's on screen, link in the description below, so watch it now. And if you've been injured in an accident in Florida or on a cruise and you want me to fight for your big payout, click the link in the description below to see if I could be the lawyer for you.